All right, let's get right into it. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are dissecting the ultimate blueprint for architecting a successful online business. We're breaking down the exact strategies, the models, and the infrastructure that separate the businesses that are actually thriving online right now from the ones that are, well, just kind of taking up digital space.
Now, think about your own habits for a second. We all do it, right? We spend hours scrolling online. But how do you actually turn that casual scrolling into successful selling? That is the ultimate puzzle of e-commerce. Today, we're going to build that bridge between everyday internet use and an intentional, highly profitable business architecture.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our builder's journey for today. We'll kick things off by looking at the online audience and their goals, figure out how to establish an ironclad internet presence, break down the direct selling model, explore e-retailing and marketplaces, and then tie the whole thing together with a killer content strategy.
So, first up on the agenda, the online audience and their goals. Let's look at the who and the why. Look, before a firm can sell a single thing, they absolutely have to understand who is online and why they are there. You can basically split these internet goals into two major buckets. You've got personal and social, things like communication, finding information, entertainment, networking, and then you have business and productivity, e-commerce, marketing, collaboration, cloud storage. As a builder, you've got to know, is your target customer logging on to binge-watch Netflix, or are they jumping on to a collaborative Zoom call? Pinpointing these goals is your absolute first building block because it completely dictates how you're going to intercept their attention.
Moving right along to step 2, establishing an internet presence.
Now that we know why people are online, how does a business actually set up its foundation there? It all comes down to your internet presence. Basically, how you or your organization are represented in the digital world. It literally answers the question, where and how can people actually find you? Getting this right is absolutely crucial because a strong, deliberate digital presence builds three things: visibility, trust, and accessibility. Without those, you're essentially invisible.
And let's be clear, your digital home is a massive ecosystem. It's way more than just throwing up a website. It's the whole shebang. We're talking your social media accounts, your search engine visibility, like when someone Googles a problem, do you even show up? It's your online map listings, your customer reviews and ratings, professional email communication, and the content you're putting out there. Every single one of these components has to work together to create your total digital footprint.
Okay, on to our third section, the direct selling model.
So, you've got your audience and your digital presence mapped out. Now, how do you completely bypass the traditional clunky physical supply chain? Enter the direct selling model. What's really interesting about this strategy is how it strips away all the middlemen, wholesalers, traditional retailers, and lets manufacturers sell directly to consumers online. By cutting out those intermediaries, the business gets total brand control and way higher margins. And the consumer? They usually get lower prices and direct support. It's a win-win.
And this isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. It's incredibly adaptable. You've got single level, which is just straight from the producer to the consumer. You've got multi-level marketing, where networks have members sell and earn commissions. Think of massive networks like QNet or Oriflame. And then you have social selling. This one is spreading like wildfire right now. It's businesses using platforms like TikTok, Telegram, or WhatsApp to process orders in real time, right where their customers are hanging out.
To really put the scalability of this model into perspective, just look at this contrast. On one end of the spectrum, you have a giant like Apple, selling iPhones directly to you on their beautifully designed website. And on that exact same spectrum, you have local Ethiopian businesses selling clothing directly to buyers through a Telegram channel, handling payments via Telebir. The underlying architecture is identical. Whether you're a massive global tech giant or a local artisan, this strategy absolutely works.
Let's shift gears to Section 4, e-retailing and online marketplaces.
But hey, what if you want to offer a massive variety of products without manufacturing or stocking it all yourself? What if you want to be the destination? That's the complex web of e-retailing. And this thing is running 24/7 globally. You've got B2C platforms like Amazon or Jumia, massive B2B engines like Alibaba, C2C setups like eBay and OLX, and even consumer-to-business models for freelancers. The huge advantage here is that round-the-clock global reach. Though, trying to build customer trust without any physical interaction is definitely the main hurdle.
Now, a huge pillar of this e-retailing ecosystem is the internet marketplace. Think of it like a giant, centralized digital shopping mall. Multiple third-party sellers offer their goods to an already built-in audience of buyers. The platform provides the tech infrastructure and handles the tricky payment stuff. You've got specialized hubs like Etsy for handmade crafts, all the way up to absolute giants like the Amazon marketplace.
So if we put these two powerhouses side by side, on one hand, direct selling gives you zero intermediaries and 100% brand control, but you're on the hook to drive every single bit of your own traffic. On the other hand, marketplaces hand you instant access to a massive customer base, but the trade-off? High competition, platform fees, and having to play by their rules. Honestly, neither is inherently better. It completely depends on what your specific business goals are.
Finally, let's bring it all home with Section 5, E-commerce Content Strategy. So you've got your model, and you've got your platform. But the crucial point is this. You cannot just build a digital store and expect shoppers to magically show up. It just doesn't happen. You need a strategic magnet. An e-commerce content strategy is your meticulously planned approach to creating and publishing content that is specifically designed to attract, engage, and ultimately convert those online shoppers. It's all about providing value upfront before you ever ask for the sale.
In real life, this is your complete engagement toolkit. I'm talking crystal clear product descriptions, stunning, high-quality images, and 360-degree videos. It's actively curating your customer reviews to build credibility. It's writing SEO-driven blogs so you actually pop up on Google, firing off engaging social media posts, and sending highly targeted emails. Every single piece of this content is a dedicated tool to pull that shopper in.
To actually execute this without losing your mind, you need an actionable sequence. Step 1. Set your clear goals. Step 2. Deeply understand your audience's pain points. From there, plan out your content calendar, and then go create high-quality, on-brand stuff. Once it's made, get it out there. Distribute and promote it across your socials and email. And finally, Step 6, and honestly the most important one, analyze and optimize. Look at your data, figure out what actually drove conversions, and tweak your approach. If you follow these steps, you're not just guessing, you are actively engineering your own success.
And that wraps up our blueprint. We've gone from understanding the online audience and cementing a digital presence to choosing the right selling models and building a content magnet. But I want to leave you with this one thought. You might have the absolute best products in the world, and you might have a beautifully designed digital storefront. But what is your content strategy? How are you actively pulling people into your universe right now? Think about that as you go out and build your digital potential. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, keep building, and I will catch you next time.